Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to another video about RacingDiffs Fully Forged LSD unit. Like the previous videos where we showed you how to install it in the welded crown gear type differential in BMW newer models, and the beneficial video where we examined what benefits you actually get. This video will showcase the internals, how to disassemble the unit and how to adjust it specifically according to your needs. If you haven't seen the mentioned videos before, make sure you check the description of this one. First, I want to mention that this is made from fully forged materials. You have 3 pieces of spider gear shims. It should be oriented in the cap like this. First goes the flat one. I'll move it here so you can catch better. So first goes the flat one, then goes the spring shim faced like this, and then oil shim, half of the LSD unit, one preload shim, and the clutch stack. You have 3 clutch plates and 4 dog ear steel plates per side, pressure plate or ramp plate, cross pins with small spider gears, and then to the bottom you have exactly the same as this is the symmetrical unit. Small spider gear shims. Flat one is on the bottom. It's really oiled, so I can't pull it up right now. And then spring shim facing like this, always towards the spider gear, and the oil shim. First, I want to show you how to adjust number of active clutch plates in order to decrease the maximal lock if you need that. One side, watch carefully. Dog ear plate, clutch plate, dog ear plate, clutch plate, dog ear plate, clutch plate, and dog ear plate. This is what you have in the one side. Same on the other one. If you feel you have too much maximum lock, you just reorder the clutch stack so you get less active clutch surfaces. How to do that? Instead of dog ear, clutch, use dog ear, clutch, and instead of dog ear again, put the clutch next to clutch, and then dog ear, and then again clutch plate, and at the end 2 dog ear plates. This way, if you have such situation to have clutch plate put side by side, they act like one clutch disc. So in this case, you have 2 active clutch plates instead of 1. Let's reorder them again to even decrease more lock. Put all clutch plates next to each other and then 2 dog ear plates. This way you have 1 active clutch plate per side. That was the first point of the adjustments which you can do on this unit. We have another 2 points. One is the preload settings. Another one, maybe the most important, is the ramp angles. So with the number of clutch plates, you adjust the maximum, the peak lock you can get from this unit on the full throttle. With the preload adjustments, you get the minimum point of lock beyond which this unit won't open up. Ramp angles, they provide the way how the differential behaves. Imagine the differential behavior measured like on the dyno jet. Ramp angles dictates how your curve looks like when you push the throttle, how steep it will go up towards the maximum lock. Moving on to the second spot is the preload adjustment. You have 2 preload shims. If you feel that is too much preload, we will send you another pair of dog ear plates. So you can just swap 1 preload shim with 1 dog ear plate. So you have the 3 different ramp angle settings. You have the most aggressive 2-way setup for drifting, 30 degrees on the acceleration and 30 degrees on decel. You have another one for the hill climb, gravel rally, and disciplines like like that. You have 30 degrees on acceleration and 60 degrees on decel. And for the circuit racing track day, everyday usage, if you want your lock to be as smooth as possible, you get 50, 65, also 1.5 way. If you're into differentials, you must have been heard about one way, 1.5, and the two way. Two way LSD unit works symmetrically in both directions. 1.5 way goes more aggressive towards the full throttle and less aggressive. It opens up the clutch stack on the acceleration, and the one way operates only throttle position. When you have a full throttle, it locks up the clutch stack. If you're deaccelerating and shifting to the lower gear, it opens up the clutch stack completely. So that's one way. It's a bit tricky to drive and unforgivable. Sweet spot is 1.5 way, and if you want the most out of your differential for the drifting, then you go to the two way, the most aggressive setup. So when I explained to you everything regarding adjustments, it is now time to assemble it again, so you don't have any misunderstandings regarding that part as well. In the bottom, you have three small shims like this. You have the flat one, you have the spring shims facing towards the spider gear, and you have the oil shim, preload shim, and then one side of the clutch stack. So dog gear plate, clutch plate, dog gear plate, clutch plate, plate, third clutch plate, and the dog gear plate. Of course, I don't have to tell you that you need to soak everything in oil before the assembly to avoid the premature wear. And another question is which ramp goes in the bottom and which goes on top. If when you put them side by side like they go in the unit, see this sharper angle on 30-60 ramp angles. This arrow should be pointing towards your body. So this one on the right goes in the bottom and this one on tops. When you put it like this, you will see the line right here that one has and another one doesn't. So this one with the line goes in the bottom. This arrow should be pointing towards your body. Large spider gear, cross pins, one pin at a time. Make sure you lubricate this surface really well to avoid damages. Now it's time to select which ramp angle you would be running in this particular setup. Large spider gear on top, pressure plate, like this, and another side of clutch stack. Another question that we get frequently from you guys is how to orient these grooves for the oil cooling. It doesn't matter which direction you choose initially, you can flip sides, but make sure that all plates goes the same way. Then goes the cap. Now it goes the tricky part. You need to hold these shims with your finger so you make sure they don't pop out from the ledge, and then put additional pressure to the spider gears so they can stop differential from rotating inside and give you excessive preload. So this is really important part to do properly. So hold it again really well until you feel the cap holes and housing holes for those bolts are aligned, and then press it a little bit with your hands and now you're safe to remove your finger gently. You will hear the noise of shims coming down to the gear, but they are still aligned. Take now this to the hydraulic press and press it with the press until those surfaces touch each other and align perfectly, and then you can use a thread locker on those bolts, and the torque specification is 45 Newton meters. If you don't have a hydraulic press, find another way to press it evenly here and then tighten the bolts all around. These settings applies to all 188 BMW differential types, so that includes 188mm, 188K, L, and LW. They all function internally on the same level, so you have basically the same internals. It is just differently shaped from the outside in order to fit specific housing. If you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to write us email, and our support team will give our best to provide the information you need in the no time. And if you like this content, of course, subscribe to our channel and share it with others so they can also see what they get when they purchase from RacingDiffs. See you guys in the next video.